The last phase is populating our data room. This is what we call the Federated Data Room or Multi-Cloud API. This is a fancy way of saying this data is not held at LV8RLABS. Here is where we connect to your multiple data sources through the providers you may have: Amazon S3, SharePoint, SFTP, Box, etc. So now we're going down to a granular level workflow setup for items where we set up these customizable tasks for any business purpose. In this case it will be for attestation. At a high level, we are going to link to your documents. In this demo, we are using SharePoint. As you can see, here are several documents where the links have already been set up. Once liked, we will document when changes to this document occur. We have documents connected to the blockchain. There can be more than one blockchain connected to the document if needed. These blockchains are verified as being an open platform, allowing for the use with multiple chains for increased optionality and flexibility. What we're doing is, every document LV8RLABS is looking at, is generating this checksum, which is this long list of alphanumeric characters using a short 256 algorithm, which, in layman terms, means it's generating a digital fingerprint identification of this document. So, we anchor this checksum URL to this blockchain and nothing else. This allows us two things. 1. We are going to preserve the boarding copy so you can always check your document to this checksum. This checksum is generated at a pixelated level, so if one single pixel changes in your document, such as the color of one letter of one word changes, this checksum will be different, and our verified tag will be changed from verified status to a changed document tag. You will be notified immediately that there has been a change to your document. And second, LV8RLABS can preserve what we call proof of state. You prove the state of the document and prove the integrity of the data set behind the document at any point in time. As you can see in stage 2, pre-construction, the workflow is separated into 6 areas for tracking. Before we dive into the actual document, I want to bring up the macro pre-construction tracker. This tracker in the environment provides an overview of all documents required in this stage throughout the stage. For example, this demo shows 2 documents owed by marketing and sales, 10 government forms filed, and 10 checklists maintained for local compliance. You can cover and update equipment, environmental, and safety corporate compliance as often as required, if needed at all. We go into the marketing and sales area and look at the pre-construction marketing and sales plan proposal. Looking into the feature, we have a checklist of the various signatures required by you for these plans to be approved. As you can see, there are only 2 approvals in the document. 3 are still missing.